Oh man, yeah.
Oh man! So week 1, we have Hayes versus Braden. Obviously,
Yep.
got Jake Jake versus Bloke. You guys still have? We all still have our horrible team names
Oh yeah.
from last year. I'm still worthless subhuman ICU brigade.
Yeah.
so we got Braden versus Jake versus Bloke. Then we got Nova versus Double week 1.
That's a good one.
We got Allison versus JJ.
Allison's team name is funny too.
The fuckies.
And the Pixar with the gravestone.
I know we've converted her.
Oh yeah.
We have William versus me week 1. And then we have Liberty versus Geo.
Hopefully Theo loses.
I know. And then the first rivalry week, week 2 is Mogston versus Nova. Bloke versus Double.
Jesus.
Braden. I know. Fucking Bloke is gonna get the injury curse week 2.
Why does Bloke always play double week 2? I feel like that happens all the time.
I mean, honestly, Bloke should be grateful that he just gets it over with early. Then we got Braden versus William. Then we got Gio versus JJ. Hayes versus Allison. And you versus Liberty for week 2. And then week 3, we have you versus Allison. Gio versus Mogston. Liberty versus Hayes. Nova versus William. Double versus JJ. And Bloke versus Braden.
Oh man.
Week 4. Nova versus Moxon again.
Jesus.
It's gonna be painful, but I'd rather get it out of the way early when the teams are still rusty.
You never know. Yeah, they're really those weeks are super. Everything is unpredictable, but even the first few weeks are even more unpredictable.
The best part about being schedule maker is I can be as biased as I want and just make it as I please.
Yeah.
Oh man, if I wanted to, I can make double face Hayes and Nova every week. that would be fucking amazing. Every week it's just them facing him.
Yeah, Double's team was insane last year, and he still missed the playoffs.
Yeah, he had bad luck last year for once.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we got me versus Nova, Double versus Hayes, Bloke versus Allison, William versus JJ, Liberty versus you, Geo versus Braden. And week 5 is me versus Double.
He's Double faces Hayes week 4.
Yeah, Double kind of has a gauntlet. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god! Yeah, holy shit.
Well, JJ is kind of a little break for him, but JJ could be better this year.
Yeah, we still have no idea how it's going to be, but Hayes is obviously a tough every year.
Oh yeah, so Double starts off with Nova, Bloke, JJ, Hayes. Oh my, and me. Oh man, Double has a fucking gauntlet. So week 5 is me versus Double, you versus Hayes, William versus Liberty, Nova versus Braden. That should be a good one.
Yeah.
JJ versus Bloke, Geo versus Allison. Week 6 is me versus Braden, you versus Geo, William versus Double, Hayes versus JJ, Nova versus Bloke, and Liberty versus Allison. And then week 7 and 8 are back-to-back rivalry weeks.
Wow.
It's going to be me versus you, week 7. Nova versus Liberty. Allison versus Double. Bloke versus Hayes. So he has Nova and Hayes back-to-back weeks.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess I'm getting the pain out of the way early for him too. Fucking
Jesus.
And then JJ versus Braden and Allison versus or not Allison, Gio versus William. And then week 8 is me versus Liberty, you versus Nova.
Oh God.
That's a rough stretch too. You and me back, or you and Nova back to back.
Well, it always happens.
Yeah, that's true. Double versus Bloke.
Jesus Christ, folks.
William versus Gio. Allison versus Hayes. And Braden versus JJ. Oh my! So Braden and JJ face each other back-to-back weeks.
Wow.
And so they're gonna get their rematch right away. That should actually be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it like that. And that's where I left off. So now I'm on week 9. But it's only a matter of time till it all gets fucked up. So I'm trying to think of. So week 1, I face William. Week 2, I face Nova. Week 4, I face Nova. Week 3, I face Gio. Week 5, I face. Who do I face? Double. Week 6, I face Braden. So week 9, I'll face JJ. And then see who you. Week 1, you face Bloke. Week 3, you face
Fucking
Allison.
Yeah, Allison.
5, Hayes. 6, Gio. So week 9, I can have you face. I already put you on Gio, so I'll have you face Braden. And then see who we put. Bloke has already faced Nova, so we'll put he's already faced Double. I don't think he's faced Gio yet. Let me check. Week 1.
We all do. I mean, everyone in the division is going to have a tough schedule.
Yeah, no, it's going to be.
We all have to play each other,
Honestly, everybody kind of has a gauntlet, low key.
Yeah. It's because the league's tough.
Yeah.
Division 3 is the one that has the easiest.
Yeah, no, there's always a shitty team scraping by every year in that in that division.
We're going to the finals.
Yeah, somehow they make the finals after scraping by. So week 1, Nova faces Double. 3, he faces William. 5, he faces Braden. 6, he faces Bloke. So 9, he's going to face Gio. So he hasn't faced Gio yet. That should be a beautiful game, a beautiful massacre. Please be a massacre.
I'm gonna lose to Gio again. For some reason, Gio owns me. He's one of those. Gio and Nova own me in fantasy.
Yeah, I'm still paying from the Chubb injury.
Oh yeah, that was the luckiest win you've ever had. I mean, it might be even luckier than the Damar Hamlin type because you still had a small chance to win that game.
I'd still say Damar Hamlin was luckier because it was the championship.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, Damar Hamlin is my favorite NFL player of all time.
Yeah, but there was probably a 2% chance that the Bengals tight end would. I mean, he was going off at that point, but
I think he was gonna beat me for sure.
Yeah, but there's still a small chance. Is what very, very unlikely, but it's chance. If Sub never got hurt, it took Sub getting hurt and TJ Watt having a crazy strip sack touchdown for you to beat Nova that one time.
Oh, dude, I was so ecstatic.
Yeah.
That was the only week I ever liked defensive players.
Yeah.
And then it all just came downhill after that.
Oh yeah, defensive players are such horse shit.
I hate them.
I remember there was one time Khalil Mack had 6 sacks and had 30 points and nobody had him.
Yeah,
nobody had him.
They're fluky. It's all flukes.
They're
flukier. They're flukier than kickers.
Yeah, it's like having 4 kickers. I'd rather have 2 kickers than this shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad we went with double flex and 2 extra bench spots.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
actually I like the 2 extra bench spots now. It's a good depth.
Mostly it's just more handcuffs, honestly.
Yeah, which is still good.
Yeah, I like the handcuffs because before we barely had them. It'd be
Yeah,
kind of a waste of a bench spot. You'd have to risk it,
yeah. Week 9, so week 1, Allison faces JJ. Week 3, she faces you. Week 5, she faces Geo. Week 6, she faces Liberty. Week 9, she faces William. Okay, so let's see. Week 3, Bloke faces Braden. Week 5, he faces JJ. Week 6, he faces Nova. Week 9, he's going to face Liberty. But then this needs to be fucking... so annoying. I think I need to change... Has Nova faced Hayes yet?
Let me see.
Double. It's double William. Braden. Bloke. Okay, we'll have Nova versus Hayes week 9. That should be a good bog game.
Oh yeah, that's a powerhouse game right there.
Yeah, that's a Titan matchup. That's the Rams versus Chiefs of 19?
Yeah,
18?
whatever year that was, 2018, 2019.
So week 1, Allison faces JJ. Week 3, you. Week 5 is Geo. Week 6, Liberty. Week 9 is William. I think that work checks out. JJ, you. Geo. Liberty, William. Okay. So week 1, Bloke faces you. Week 3, he faces Braden. Week 5, he faces JJ. Week 6, he faces Nova. Week 9, he faces Liberty. That works. And then Geo, week 1, faces Liberty. Week 3, he faces me. Week 5, he faces Allison. Week 6, he faces you. Week 9, he's going to face double. So week 9 is good. Oh, man. We're making bog progress.
Oh man.
So far, knock on wood, it's
Yeah,
been flawless so far.
yeah. I mean, maybe they'll make it's easier now. I don't know.
I'm so used to it. This is like what my 5th year doing this.
Yeah,
4th, 5th year
it's
doing
just
this.
bullshit. It should just be a way to just set it automatically. You would think, randomize it.
Yeah, but this is kind of it's always it's like it's weird. It's like I have fun until it starts to really become a puzzle, and then I start to not have fun.
Yeah.
And then I finish it, and I was like, oh, that was pretty fun. And then I get to look at it and admire my beautiful work of art.
Yeah. And
So,
then
fuck. Who should I face week 10? I don't think I faced JJ yet. So week 1 is William. Week 3 is Gio. Week 5 is Double. Week 6, Braden. Week 9. Oh, I literally faced JJ week 9. I don't think I faced Allison yet. I don't think I said Allison's name there. Week 1 is William. Week 3 is Gio. Week 5 is Double. 6, Braden. 9, JJ. 10, Allison. Okay. And then for you, let's see if you faced JJ yet. Week 1 is Bloke. Week 3, you face Allison. Week 5 is Hayes. Week 6, Gio. Week 9, Braden. Requested. What the fuck? I gotta refresh this.
Oh, fuck that.
It did this before too, remember?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Oh, it said request denied, bro. I was cooking. I think, remember last time I had to wait like 5 minutes or something?
Yeah. That was bullshit.
Oh my God.
See it?
I'm tempted to move it to sleeper.
Yeah.
One player nicknames.
That's the number one reason. The only reason that holds me back is just because we can't move our history there. If you could move our history there, it'd be fucking. Hopefully, that is. Oh, I had like the most fucked up thought earlier. Like, what happens if a commissioner dies in between being able to renew the league?
Then that league is forever cooked.
Yeah. Like, can you do anything? Like, can you contact Yahoo?
Maybe you can contact Yahoo, but I
Yeah.
don't think I feel like they probably don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're probably like, oh, that's not our problem.
Let me look this up. What happens if a fantasy football commissioner dies? Okay, well, AI says the league select a new member, or a new commissioner, so it doesn't help. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking.
Bro, let me back in. Oh my God. Oh man, bless you, Bog. I could have already been done with week 10, bro. I could have already been done with it. I wonder if I can go to the. Did I try going to the mobile app last time it did this?
I don't remember. Can you even do it through the mobile app?
I guess we'll find out.
Because the mobile app.
Oh my God, it says request denied on the commissioner tools on the app too, bro. Oh my God, Yahoo sucks so bad.
While I'm at it, I'm gonna put the picture back for the league. It looks weird when it doesn't have a logo. Jesus, I'm just looking through all my fucking pictures. Oh my God, I had so many pictures. Ricardo, Tyrone, Angry German Kid, a Dumpster Fire, Woody, Elliot Cottingham, the Titanic.
I still can't load the league, so I guess I literally just have to wait a few minutes like I did last time.
Yeah, Bummer. Kermit.
Oh man, himself. I should probably change my team name back to normal.
I'm not changing mine back to normal. This is the new normal for me.
I can't even change my team settings because it keeps saying request denied.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. Oh God, I forgot about all the bums I have on this roster. Jesus, Imani, Bailey, Jabri, Small.
Fucking small.
It's Brees Small's brother. I'm like Brees Hall's a Kyle Pitts at running back at this point. I have no faith in this dude. Part of me is tempted to just keep Tracy over him at this point.
He's literally going like round 4.
Yeah, I can't
in
even
drafts.
keep Tracy and Jennings. Duh, they're both around 18, so I guess I have to. Like this dude's, I know he's going to be terrible next year. I have no faith in him. None.
Well, honestly, you don't even need to keep him. You could just get like if you really wanted, like you could just get Brees back, like in the draft itself because
I mean,
there's
I can
nobody
get
else.
Caleb, I guess, but what I'm probably going to try to do is keep him and then look potentially to trade. Hey, he'd be interested. So, I think I'm gonna give it like a week or two, and then I'm potentially going to just pull the trigger. He's on a short leash.
Chuba Hubbard is going round 4, same round as Brees Small.
Yeah, I should have kept Hubbard and traded Brees instead. That's what I should have fucking done, but hindsight is 2020. So
I can literally go wherever I want round 2. If I have Saquon, round 1. Thomas at whatever round I kept him in. Bowers, I kept him like round like 13 or something for 10, 13, something like that. So I literally round 2, I can just literally do best player available.
yeah, I'm gonna still probably have to get a running back because Brees is not gonna run a running back one. That's for sure. I'm gonna have to.
Lamb should be better this year.
Oh yeah, I mean, as long as Dak stays healthy, I mean.
Yeah, because
At this point,
with Pickens there, he's going to be better because he's going to have less like coverage on him.
Yeah, and the good thing is Pickens isn't going to get that many catches either. He's basically a one-trick pony. He only catches deep balls, you know.
Yeah.
So it's perfect for me because Pickens there'll probably be games where Pickens has like 4 catches for 180 yards or some shit. But there'll also be a couple games where he has like 2 catches for 5 yards.
Yeah. I'm gonna announce the week 1 matchups in the group chat for everybody.
Me and Bloke have played week 1 a lot. I think this is like the 3rd time. I mean, usually I play you or Bloke week 1.
Yeah. It kind of like depends on who on if it's a division matchup for week 1 or not.
I think the Cam Akers game where he scored 0 points is like the most mad I've ever been over a fantasy game. I think because it wasn't just that; it was the fact that my entire team basically didn't do fucking shit. I think Josh Allen or whoever my quarterback was, it might have been. I think it was Allen. It might have been Tannehill. Jesus, that was a rough period.
Oh, Tannenbaum.
Oh yeah, that fucking cocksucker. That was rough. I mean, Lamb should be wide receiver 2 here. I think wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2 because he gets a lot of catches. He gets full on. He gets some runs. He's amazing for fantasy. I also like Jawan Jennings. I think he's no risk anyway. I'm not risking anything with him, so I may as well keep him.
Oh man, there I said the week 1 lineups.
Oh man,
in the chat.
This is gonna be beautiful.
I pinned it too.
This is a good week 1.
All the games, beautiful week 1. I think the most like generic one is like me versus William or Allison versus JJ. The rest are all like really good matchups.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll just. I mean, well, William has 2 first-round picks this time, so maybe
Oh,
actually
fuck. Honestly, it's good that I'm getting it out of the way early then.
if he uses them correctly, we'll see. I mean, he drafted fucking Sub round 2 last
He's
year.
going to draft Chubb and Judge Judy round 1.
I can't believe Sub isn't even going to be on a team this year. He fell off. That injury destroyed him.
I've seen videos of him working out, though. He looks good now.
I can't believe a team hasn't taken a chance.
Yeah, so they need to really, like... I would take a shot on him.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Who's the Browns running back 1 right now? Oh, it's a rookie.
Oh, yeah. But, like, Dallas... I feel like Dallas he'd be a better fit for Dallas than Miles Sanders or Devontae Williams.
Yeah.
The running back room is still fucking terrible, for example. I mean, they drew that one dude, but he's not going to be enough, most likely.
All right, I'm sharing my screen again because it's working now.
What's another team? I mean, Dallas is the easiest team to think of. But what about the Raiders? Or Zenti, duh. That's right.
Oh, man, Genty's going, obviously, round 1.
Yeah.
Oh, man, put my screen up on there now because I put it back up.
I wish I could get him, but there's no way.
I know, bro. I mean, I gotta deal like Saquon is like the best of them all, so it's like I can't really complain. But
yeah, Saquon was insane. I mean, you had one of the best fantasy seasons for a player ever.
Oh, I love him so much. He's literally staying with me the rest of his career.
Yeah.
All right, so week 10. Okay, so week 1 you face Bloke. Week 3 you face Geo. Week 5 no. Week 3 you face Allison. Week 5 you face Hayes. Week 6 you face Geo. Week 9 you face JJ. Week 9 you face Braden. In week 10 you face JJ. Okay. So let's see who Nova will face in week 10. Week 1 he faces double. Week 3 he faces. I'm trying not to click too much because then it's going to do it again.
Yeah, you got to be. Yeah, that's it. That button's scary.
Yeah. So week 1 he faces double. Week 3 he faces Liberty. No, fuck. Week 3 he faces William. Week 5 he faces Braden. Week 6 he faces Bloke. Week 9 he faces Hayes. So week 10 he's going to face. I'm pretty sure I already said Braden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I gotta backtrack. Yeah, it's week 10 he's going to face... Who has he not faced yet? He hasn't faced G, which is... G is the fuckies, which is Allison. So then I haven't faced F. Oh, fuck, that's Hayes. Oh, shots. Shot. Save. All right, so I'm going to face week 10. I'm going to face Hayes. That's bog terrifying.
Oh god, yeah. Facing Hayes is like just the scariest thing you can do.
And I still haven't put myself against Bloke yet. Oh god.
Like you and Bloke always play towards the end of the year.
I know, I don't know why, it just happens every time.
I know.
Like we face each other in the last somewhere in the last 5 weeks.
And I just set the draft for a random date. That's not decided yet. I just put a random date for it.
Yeah, it's not going to be official yet.
Yeah, just because having a placeholder kind of makes it easier to actually do stuff for the league.
Yeah. So then it's going to face Nova faces Allison. Then Double's going to face. Okay, let's see. So week 1, Double faces Nova. Week 3, he faces JJ. Week 5, he faces. The fuck is he at? I'm blind. Oh, me. Week 6, he faces William. Week 9, he faces Geo. Week 10, he faces. Who has he not faced yet? He hasn't faced Liberty yet, right? I'll face Liberty. Boom. Now William, week 1 he faces me. Week 3 he faces Nova. Week 5 he faces Liberty. Me, Nova, Liberty. Double. Me, Nova, Liberty, double. Me, Nova, Liberty, double. Allison. Me, Nova, Liberty, double. Allison, Braden. Okay. Now Geo, week 1 he faces Liberty. Week 3 he faces me. Week 5 he faces Allison. Week 6 he faces you, I believe. Week 9 he faces Double. Week 10 he faces Ploak. So I think the first 10 weeks should be perfect.
Oh man, that's good.
I think week 11 will be a rivalry week.
There's still like 2 or 3.
2 rivalry weeks left. This is going to be the second to last.
So I still have 2 matchups against you. And fucking, oh my god, I got to sweep Liberty.
Yeah, week 7 you face me.
And I faced Nova week 8.
We'll do Nova versus Liberty. We'll do. No, I want us to face towards the end of the season like we always do.
Normally we face off early on, week 1 or 2, and then we face towards the end. We played the last game of the season a lot. I mean, technically we faced back-to-back weeks last year, where my team was. You didn't even try the last week in the regular season.
Yeah.
And my team was just destroyed by that point.
Oh, I'm gonna have a gauntlet, bro. Because I got in my last 4 weeks, you are gonna be in it. Bloke is gonna be in it somewhere. Shot.
Liberty, too.
And Liberty, yeah. Okay, so
I hope with all my picks, my team. I think all my picks on paper, my team should be good, but obviously that means no.
I'll have Braden face William. Allison will face. Okay. Who the fuck? Okay. Where the fuck is... There. So week 2 is Bloke versus Double, I believe. Week 4 is Bloke versus Allison. Week 7 is Bloke versus Hayes. Week 8 is Bloke versus Double again. So week 11 will be Bloke versus Allison. Week 2, Double faces Bloke. Week 4, he faces Hayes. Week 7, he faces Allison. Week 8, he faces Bloke. Week 11, he faces Hayes. Week 7 and 8, Braden faces JJ. Week 2, he faces William. Week 4, he faces Geo. Week 11, he faces William. Okay, week 11 is good. Oh, three more bog weeks. I got a bog lock in.
I feel like you and I always have a gauntlet at the end of the year.
I know. It's hard not to. It's like hard no matter what. It ends up being a gauntlet.
And Bloke and Double always have gauntlets at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I think Double schedule last year, like the first 4 weeks was crazy.
I know. No, he had it rough, and he has it rough again.
Yeah. I mean, being in a division with Hayes and Bloke is rough.
Okay, so week 12 is going to be. I'll have that be me versus Bloke.
It's a big game.
It is a huge game.
My favorite game of the year.
Because one of us loses no matter what.
Yep, that's exactly. Until then,
Like, that's why you versus Bloke is my favorite game of the year.
and you get that. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to wait for that. You get it right away.
Yeah, yeah. No, that is the one thing that sucks. The one thing that made me tempted not to do it is because I want it. Like I like having it in the middle of the year because I get to anticipate it. But I think you guys are too good of a matchup week 1.
Can't believe my streak is over against them, and it ended in a fucking fifth place game.
I know. Of all the ways for it to end, it's in a meaningless game.
Yeah, but I mean, 7 games is a lot. That's winning 7 straight games against somebody in fantasy is just due, to get unlucky versus somebody.
Yeah.
So I can't believe it went on for 7 times, especially since I had like a 20% chance against them the first game we had this year, and I was like, let me just put in Taysom Hill for fun, and then he scores like 65 points.
Oh man, you're gonna hate this, but I think I'm gonna put you against Double in week 12.
Oh shit! I forgot everything yet.
I forgot to. So you're gonna face Double week 12.
Oh man, I have a gauntlet in this. I have to face. So that means I have to face fucking you, Nova, and Neville within a 4-week span.
And Nova still needs to face K, which is Geo. So I'll put him against Geo.
Yeah. Man, that's a gauntlet to end the year for me. Holy fuck.
Liberty's faced. I'll figure out Liberty in a sec. Okay, Hayes faces I 0 times, which is Geo. Hold on. Let me just go through it. Go through it slowly. Nova. He doesn't face Geo once until now. Geo is Okay. All right. So we'll start with Allison. Allison. Does she face JJ in week? Does she face JJ at all? JJ is L. Okay, she just faced him at some point. So does she face him week 14? Or does she face him week 13? No. Okay, so she faces William twice. Does she face William week 13? No. Does she face William week 14? No. So week 12, she needs to face J, which is Braden. So Braden.
I also just like the current format because we play everybody else outside of Division once and everybody in Division twice, and that's just perfect.
Yeah, it literally is the perfect schedule. That's why I don't know if I would ever want to expand it.
Yeah. Unless the NFL. Well, the NFL is going to add more weeks.
Yeah.
And we might have to expand the fucking. So we might have to add another week to it because it's probably going to be 20 weeks long. There's a good chance the bye weeks can impact playoffs. Right?
Yeah.
If it's a 20-week long season, there might be bye weeks week 15, and we don't want that, obviously. You know.
Yeah, no. Liberty.
But we could always change the divisions up and do like maybe 2 divisions of 6 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We could do like 2 divisions of 6, which would give 10 games, right? You face 5 teams.
Yeah.
And then you could face the other 6 teams. That'd be 16 games in the regular season. And then they could go week 17, week 18, week 19 for playoffs. We would just merge the divisions. Like we'd have me, I think we'd do like me, Bloke, Nova, Moxton, double, and like Allison in one,
Yeah.
and then everybody else in the other.
Okay, so I face Bloke week 12. You face double week 12. Nova faces. Okay, does Nova face Geo in any of the previous weeks? Does he face Geo in week 1? No. Week 3, he faces. Week 3, he faces William. Week 5, he places double William, Braden, double William, Braden, Bloke, double William, Braden, Bloke, Hayes, double William, Braden, Bloke, Hayes, Allison, double William, Braden, Bloke, Hayes, Allison, Geo. And I might have to change. I might have to change my matchup. I haven't faced Allison yet, so I might have to change my.
My group of slaves.
Fucking. I might end up facing Bloke week 14 instead.
Oh, well, damn, that's a big game. Hopefully that has playoff potential. Hopefully that's a win and end game.
It's not that I want to face him either. It's just this fucking schedule is starting to be a pain in the ass now.
Oh yeah, we're at that point.
Fuck. God damn it. I don't want to face Bloke week 14.
That'd be a good game.
It would be.
Hopefully it has playoff repercussions.
Yeah. And then Bloke. Okay, has Bloke faced... How many times has Bloke... Braden is J, so how many times he faced J? 3 times. Okay. Jesus Christ. Who has he not faced? I. He's not faced I, which is William. So, William. Save.
I think you still had the best team overall last year.
I feel like I did too, low key.
At the end of it. I mean, at the beginning, definitely not. But at the end of the season, for sure.
Yeah.
But the best team doesn't win most of the time. Only like 30% of the time.
If I had Daniels, I would have won it all, man.
Yeah. It's just
Fucking
all about
Jordan despise. Fuck that guy. I hate him so much.
because Braden made it to the finals, and this team wasn't even that good for 90% of the season.
Yeah. It's fucking... That was the year for me, bro. My team was popping off every week at the end of the year.
Yeah. And when he went back to back, I don't think he had the best team either of those years, I would say, which is interesting enough, because
Yeah.
your team this year was better than both of those, or last year was better than both of those, in my opinion. And he didn't even make it to the championship.
It's like that's what's crazy. My team last year was by far my best team, I think, and I still didn't win or make the finals at all.
It's just luck. If you just get in, it's just luck because it's 2 or 3 weeks. You just have to win.
Yeah, it's literally all luck. Oh fuck! Who do I
A couple
hate?
fluke injuries and you could be champion.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
So Hayes faces Braden, who is J. What other week does he face Braden? Does he face Braden week 13? No. Does he face Braden week 14? No. So.
Vogue said time to lose my week 1 game for the season.
Fucking. You should ask him if he wants to join the StreamYard. That's funny.
Well, I hope he loses for the 16th time in week 1. I feel like I alternate. 1 year I win week 1, then the next I lose. So that means I'm going to lose this time.
My luck week 1 is usually decent.
Oh, I feel like you've dominated every week 1.
Except for there was 1 week that I did lose week 1.
I think it was
or
me.
one.
It was the year I won, I think.
2020.
Yeah. But your team still did good.
That was the best my team performed all year was week 1.
Yeah. And I still won by like 30 just because my team was good that year.
A month later, I was in the tank already.
Oh, yeah.
That was a disaster season.
Hail Murray.
That was a disaster.
USSR's team wasn't even that good that year.
I know. My team was just that shit. My wide receiver 1 was Robbie Anderson and Tyler Boyd. Those were my 2 top wide receivers. I don't know how it ended up like that, but it did.
At least you were still like 5-5 when you tanked, but that's probably because you faced Jose twice to that point.
Yeah.
And probably Zay. I mean, I don't know. You had Jose and Zayden in the league back then.
Fuck. Who do I have? Who do I put? Who does he still needs to face? Hayes still needs to face William. But then who does Bloke need to face? Bless you.
Thank you, Bob.
But then he's facing. Then he's facing. Oh my god, it's getting bog fucking confusing, bro. So Bloke faces Braden 3 fucking times, which is not acceptable. That can't happen. So he has to swap with.
I just can't believe Double went 0-16 that one year. How was that even possible?
I have no idea.
How did he lose to Jose and Zayden like 3 times?
Bro, I'm having a brain fart right now.
Commissioner schedule. Oh wow, you can upgrade for Commissioner Plus and add a 17 playoff. Who would
Yeah,
want to be?
I saw that, but I'm never fuck
And
that.
custom players. Who would? Can you add offensive linemen then?
I think you can.
Because what you can add every other position other than offensive linemen and punters, I guess.
All right, so I'm gonna face Allison week 12, or maybe I should face. I don't know. I think I still need to face Bloke week 12, and then face William faces F 0 times, so I'll have him face Hayes. In week 14, he needs to face. Week 14, he needs to face Bloke.
Is that Will? I'm looking at transaction trends, and I think Will Sipley's up there just probably because of the Madden curse.
Probably.
I'll probably draft him or. I think Dylan is the backup, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so that fixes his problem with. Oh, that fixes his problem with William. So then week 13, I just have him face. Fuck. He just needs to face F, which is Hayes. So week 13, he's going to face Hayes. Bloke's is good. His is complete. So I'm not touching Bloke for the rest of the thing. He faces me week 12. He faces Hayes
boy.
week 13.
Jesus.
And then William week 14.
Well, at least he has William. But William could be good if he actually nails his draft picks.
Yeah, no, William could be really scary.
William was really good his first year when he had Tyreek Hill and like Derrick Henry, I think. I can't remember who else he had.
So week 14, week 13, I'm gonna face you. And then Nova's gonna face
Nova double unlocks him back to back. That's tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. And then
0-3.
Then that means Hayes is gonna face. Actually, wait, hold on. Where do I have? Week 13, he's going to face. Week 11. Whatever I did, I just fucked up Blokes on accident. Fuck it. God damn it. What did I do? Did I change his mat? Okay, hold on. No, I need to put him there. Okay, don't touch Blokes. What am I doing? Don't touch Blokes. How did I instantly touch his after I told myself not to? Okay, I need to face G, which is the fuckies. So week 14, I need to face. That's an interesting matchup. So I'm good if I face Allison week 14. That's an interesting week 14. And then then Allison will face Boom.
Man, this is making me excited already, though. Even though my schedule's brutal for the 50th time.
I know, right?
I just want to. The raids is fun because at least it's like game raids, you know.
Yeah.
The worst feeling to me is like watching a fucking game when you have a wide receiver or a running back and the offense and the quarterback just keeps getting fucking sacked.
Yeah.
Or it's fucking third down and they can never fucking convert.
Oh, great.
I think I'm gonna keep Jabri small.
I need to ruin Bloke's schedule in order to fix Hayes's. Well, sorry, Bloke.
Oh, here we go, a fucking game.
Oh, fucking great. So now what week is he going to face? So now he faces. Now he needs to face William. So I need to find the week that he's facing. Oh,
Let me look at the draft while I'm not it. This is probably go to.
Okay, so now Blokes is fixed, but now Hayes and Nova's is fucked. All the hell. So now Nova cannot face double twice. He needs to.
Fuck.
Who's he missing? He's missing L, which is JJ. No. Yes. And now Nova's is good. Okay. Oh my god, I just realized Division 3 is an absolute fucking cluster shithole. Oh my god.
Oh,
Look at the bottom of Division 3.
Oh
Look
my
at
god,
look at this
yeah.
mess that I have. Oh fuck. Oh wait, if I hover open it, this was never a thing before. It says what weeks when I hover over what that they face.
Well, that helps a lot.
That does help a lot. So I don't have to click
I'm
through it.
looking at the draft thing right now. I'm trying to figure out where to go for that.
So now he needs. Fuck. What do I do? So now
Draft.
double needs to face Braden at some point. So he faces Liberty in weeks 10 and 14. So we'll go to week 10 and have double face Braden.
Okay, sneaking.
Okay. So Division 1 or Division 2 is completely good. Division 2 is completely good.
Okay, I think the picks are good now. Or the keepers aren't implemented yet, obviously, but I
The
think
keepers or the draft picks.
Yeah, I think they're. I clicked it. They're important now.
Okay.
Wait.
Division 2 is complete. Now Division 1 is a mess. So Division 1 I'm missing. No, I'm good. I'm perfect for Division 1, so I don't touch me. Liberty needs to face Braden. And the 2 weeks that he faces William are week 5 and 10, so we'll go to week 5.
No, wait. I still need to change the order of the draft. It's a wrong draft order. Fuck.
Um,
The
fuck. He needs to face Braden. He has. Fuck me, bro. He has to face Braden, so I have to swap this. Okay, so now Division 1 is good, but now no, Division 1's not good. Now you face William 0 times. And you face Braden twice. So now let me change you to facing all right. Division 1 is good. Now Division 2 is fucked. So he needs Double needs to face Braden, but he's facing William twice, week 6 and 10. So we'll try week 10. Okay, that fixes Double, but now that messes up somebody else. So now Liberty needs to face Braden, but is facing week 5 we go, and it's going to need to have him stop facing William and face Braden. And then that fucks up Nova's, so Nova needs to face Braden in week 3 and 5. So now I got to go to week 3 and change his matchup with William to Braden. Okay, Divisions 1 and 2 are good. So now I just need to go to Division 3. So he needs to face JJ one more time. Week 13. He needs to face. Week 13 he needs to face. William needs to face JJ. Oh man!
Oh man!
It's bog complete. This is bog beautiful. This is a beautiful day in BFL history. So we're gonna go through the whole bog thing.
The schedule is ready.
That honestly was pretty quick.
Yeah, that actually was really good.
That took an hour. I'm getting good at this. Like each year it goes by, like it goes down an hour. I'm getting so good at this shit now. So we're gonna start from the top. You ready?
Oh man.
Week 1 is going to be championship rematch Hayes versus Braden, followed by Jacon versus Bloke, followed by Nova versus Double, Allison versus JJ, William versus Mogston, Liberty versus Geo. Week 2, rivalry week, Mogston versus Nova, Double versus Bloke, Braden versus William, Geo versus JJ, Hayes versus Allison, Liberty versus Jacon. Week 3, Jacon versus Allison, Geo versus Moxton, Liberty versus Hayes, Nova versus Braden.
Wow,
Double.
Tough to start out too.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a gauntlet. Double versus JJ, William versus Bloke. Okay. Week 4, rivalry week. Nova versus Moxton again. That's going to be hell. Double versus Hayes. He's fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Bloke versus Allison. Allison's scary because Jamar Chase can score 80 points any day he wants
tell me
to.
about it. He fucking fucks me every time I play him.
He scored like 60 plus like 3 times this past year, or some shit.
And 2 of them were versus me too.
Yeah, that's bad luck. Jamar Chase owns you. And then we got, so after Bloke versus Allison, we have William versus JJ, Liberty versus Jacon, Gio versus Braden. And week 5 is Double versus Mogston, Jacon versus Hayes,
Oh fuck.
Braden versus Liberty, Nova versus William, JJ versus Bloke, Gio versus Allison. Week 6 is Braden versus Mogston, Jacon versus Gio, William versus Double, Hayes versus JJ, Nova versus Bloke, Liberty versus Allison. Week 7, rivalry week. Jacon versus Mogston, Nova versus Liberty, Double versus Allison, Bloke versus Hayes, JJ versus Braden, Gio versus William. Week 8 is Moxon versus Liberty, Jacon versus Nova.
Jesus.
Just casually, me and Nova back to back for you.
Every year.
Double versus Bloke, William versus Gio, Hayes versus Allison, JJ versus Braden. They face back to back weeks.
Oh man, that's exciting.
Week 9 is Moxon versus JJ, Jacon versus Braden, Nova versus Hayes, Allison versus William, Bloke versus Liberty, Gio versus Double. Week 10 is Moxton versus Hayes. Great news for me.
Oh jeez, man, that's a rough part for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a gauntlet to end for me.
Yeah, that's horrible.
After me versus Hayes is Jacon versus JJ, Nova versus Allison, Double versus Braden, William versus Liberty, Gio versus Bloke. Week 11, rivalry week, is Moxton versus Liberty, Jacon versus Nova, what's it called? Braden versus William, JJ versus Gio, Allison versus Bloke, Hayes versus Double. Week 12, Mogston versus Bloke, kill me, Jacon versus Double,
Jesus.
Nova versus Gio. First, I feel like I'm giving Nova an easy end to the schedule again. Fuck. Too late now.
He always wins out at the end of every year, it seems like.
Yeah, he always finishes strong. Allison versus Braden. Hayes versus William. And fucking Liberty versus JJ. Week 13, the final rivalry week. Mogston versus Jacon. Nova versus Liberty. JJ versus William. Hayes versus Bloke. Double versus Allison. Braden versus Gio. Week 14, the final week. Mogston versus Allison. William versus Jacon. Gio versus Hayes. Nova versus JJ. Liberty versus Double. And Braden versus Bloke. That is it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 2, 4, 7, 13, 7, 13.
I hope. Hopefully my team's actually good this year.
Yeah.
even though it's been disappointment 3 years in a row. I mean, I had a good team in 2023, and I would have won it all if I scored 6 more fucking points in the wild card game. But it's all that game pisses me off still. Somehow the Bills and Cowboys play each other, and because James Cook solos the Cowboys, my whole week gets ruined.
Fucking. Oh man, we're only a couple months away from the torture again.
Yeah, I already know it's going to be. I know I'm going to lose week 1 already. I have that feeling. I already know it. And then I fucking face Liberty. Okay, at least I faced Liberty, but I got to sweep Liberty, probably.
All right, I'm gonna type all this in to the chat, and I'm gonna pin it.
Oh, fucking man.
Gonna at everyone. This is gonna take a second to fucking do. Week 1, he's gonna be fucking Hayes versus Braden. Jacon versus Bloke. Nova versus Double. Allison versus JJ. William versus Mogston. Liberty versus Geo. Week 2. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long ass message. Holy shit.
Oh man.
Week 2 is gonna be Mogston versus Nova. Double versus Bloke. Braden versus William. Geo versus JJ. Hayes versus Allison. Liberty versus Jacon. Okay. Week 3. Week 3. Thank God you can pin messages so everyone can see it.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
That's the only reason why I'm typing this out. Week 3 is Braden or Jacon versus Allison. Jacon versus Allison. Geo versus Loxton. Liberty versus Hayes. Nova versus Braden. Liberty versus Hayes. Nova versus Braden. Double versus JJ. William versus Bloke. Week 4. This is gonna take forever, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a monster message.
I know it's gonna be a lot of scrolling for people. Nova versus Moxton. Below or double versus Hayes. Bloke versus Allison. Liberty versus Jacon. Fuck, I skipped William versus JJ. Liberty versus Jacon. Geo versus Braden. Okay, week 5. My fingers are getting tired from typing already. Week 5 is double versus Moxton. Great news for me. Jacon versus Hayes. Great news for Jacon. Braden versus Liberty. Nova versus William. JJ versus Bloke. Geo versus Allison. Week 6. Man, I'm almost halfway done. Braden.
Yeah, that's a
versus...
long ass message.
I know, it's going to be huge. Week 6 is Braden versus Moxton. Jacon versus... I'm tagging everybody in it too.
Oh man.
Jacon versus
No,
Geo. William versus Allison. So Braden versus Moxton, Jacon versus Geo, William versus Allison. No, William not versus Allison. I'm stupid. William versus... I almost read that wrong. William versus double. Hayes versus JJ. Nova versus Bloke. Liberty versus Allison. Oh, fucking man. Week 7, rivalry week. Jacon versus Moxton. Nova versus Liberty. Double versus Allison. Bloke versus Hayes. JJ versus Braden. Geo versus William. Week 8, also rivalry week. Jesus. Week 8.
Now my schedule gets brutal.
Moxton versus Liberty. Jacon versus Nova. Double versus Bloke. William versus Geo. So Geo and William face back-to-back weeks, and JJ and Braden face back-to-back weeks. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting. Division 3, all the Division 3 people.
Hayes versus Allison. JJ versus Braden. Week 9. Moxon versus JJ. Wait, Jacon versus Braden. Nova versus Hayes. Oh god, message is too long. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Message is too fucking long. Thanks for letting me know, you fucks.
I think everyone can view it on the computer, at least. No, you can't view it on the phone.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm just gonna put it into a Word document. I'm gonna send you the first half of this. That's what I did last time. I put it into a Word document and then I sent it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So actually, that'll just be easier. So I'm gonna send this to you, and then I'm gonna go on my computer and copy and paste it.
Oh man.
Jesus. BFL 2025 schedule. Bro. Why do they make fucking... Since when did they make this shit so gay?
What happened with the docs?
It's like it keeps having it highlight the whole thing.
Oh fuck yeah, I hate it when it's glitchy sometimes.
Oh, let me refresh it. It's still highlighted in blue, dog. Why is it highlighted in blue? None, motherfucker. What the fuck? Why the fuck is it all highlighted in blue? Hold on. I have never seen anything like this. Hold on. Let me get rid of the whole fucking thing. Turn the highlights off. Make the text black. You fucks. Make the text black. Highlights none. Text black. Bro. Text black. Highlight none. Thank you. Holy fuck.
The first, I think, 7 weeks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. JJ versus Braden. Okay.
8 weeks.
Alright, so now week 9. Week 9 is Moxon versus JJ. Jacon versus Braden. Nova versus Hayes. Allison versus William. Bloke versus Liberty. Geo versus Double. Week 10. Moxon versus Hayes. Kill me. Jacon versus JJ. Nova versus Allison. Double versus Braden. William versus Liberty. Geo versus Loke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Week 11 is rivalry week. Braden, Jake, me versus Liberty, Jacon versus Nova. William or Braden versus William. JJ versus Geo. Allison versus Bloke. Hayes versus Double. Week 12. Moxon versus Bloke. Jake Don versus Double. Nova versus Geo. Allison versus Raiden. Hayes versus William. Liberty versus JJ. Week 13 rivalry.
It's gonna be weird with week 15 not being a rivalry week, but
Yeah, I know. It's usually always a rivalry week.
That's just the way it works this year. It doesn't matter.
I try to do like a different pattern every year. This time it's weeks 2, 4, skip 2 weeks, back to back, skip 2 weeks, and then 11 and 13. So it's every other week, and then it's 2-week break, 2-week break again, and then every other week. So week 13 rivalry week, Moxon versus Jacon, Nova versus Liberty, JJ versus William, Hayes versus Bloke. Double versus Allison. Raiden versus Geo. Week 14. Moxon versus Allison. William versus Jacon. Geo versus Hayes. Nova versus JJ. Liberty versus Double. Liberty Double is E. Yep. And then Raiden versus Bloke. Bloke is H. Braden faces H once. Okay, then we're just gonna Put it in. Put this in bold.
Oh, fucking man.
Put this in bold. This in bold. This in bold. This in bold. I'll highlight the rivalry weeks in red or some shit. You gotta make sure it's actually like viewable. Everyone can access it. Which I'll test. I'm gonna have to. I'll test that with you if it's accessible.
I'll get it.
That's bright. That's good enough. Four highlight. Week 7. Highlight. Week 8. Highlight. Week 11. Highlight. Week 13. Highlight. Anyone with the link? Done. Share. Copy link.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I'm going to send it to you first to make sure it works.
Oh, man. All right.
All right. I sent it to you, so let me know if you can view it.
Okay, I'm in there. Clicking on it. Yeah, I can.
You can view it?
Mm-hmm. Works.
Okay. Does it give you an option to edit it? Because I don't want anyone to be able to edit it.
I don't think it does, but I'll double check. It doesn't. Wait. Nope, doesn't. View
No
only.
option. View
Yep,
only?
it's perfect.
All right, bet.
It's perfect. I think only. This is good because I don't think everyone has a computer. I mean, I think Hayes might not. I think everyone else does, but
I don't think anyone's going to change it.
yeah. But everyone can see it now.
I trust everybody in the fucking.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
So
Well, even if someone fucks with the schedule for whatever reason, you just
I'll
have to
know.
have Google Doc. You have the Google Doc.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to keep a copy of it.
Oh man, this is gonna be a good season.
Oh, fucking man, pig.
Oh man, pig, I'm gonna head to bed.
All right, that's fine. I gotta get ready to go take my cousin to the airport anyway.
Oh man, you go there a lot.
I know. Yeah, it's purgatory. I always get thrown
How
back
far
there.
is it from your house?
In the middle of the night, it's like probably a 25-minute drive. It's not that
Okay,
bad.
this isn't too bad. Because from here, it's like 40 minutes. And you don't really have to go through the strip, but it's not fun.
Yeah, especially if traffic's bad.
It's like 16, 17 miles away.
Mm. Could be worse, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
they are building another one here.
usually if it's over 45 minutes away, I don't ever want to go,
Yeah.
no matter what place it is. Oh man, pig. All right. Well, let's see. I'm interested to see everybody's reactions tomorrow.
Yep. Me too. Oh man.